welcome to episode 7 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Alyson.
And I'm Edward.
How are you today, Edward?
I'm good. How are you doing on this day of recording?
I thought you were going to say something else. I don't know why.
What do you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. But I'm pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Just
emotional roller coaster.
Just pretty good. I mean, it's rainy outside and gray. I feel like I say this all the time. But
that sucks. I just had a fabulous outdoor Argentinian food lunch.
Oh, of course you did. I'm sure that Madrid sun just roasted you alive, kept you nice and toasty. Meanwhile, I'm wrapped in a blanket. I have a hot cocoa candle lit, and it's just gray outside to go with all of the gray decor in my apartment.
Well, nothing but, if not on brand.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Yeah. I do have an update for you.
Okay, we love updates.
Yeah. In the last episode, I talked about my chair.
Did you get the chair in your room?
The chair is in my room. I would say look at it, but in the current way that the Zoom video is, you can't see it. Maybe if I go a little lower, you'll be able to. Oh, you can see one of the little things.
I can see like an arm or a wing.
Yeah,
what is that?
It's an arm. It's an arm. Yes. She made it.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's really all I got on that end. Though, yes, last week when we were talking, I had said on the doc that I was going to talk about my digestion journey. And I realized that you didn't understand what that meant.
No.
Because I realized I completely forgot to tell you about it.
I was just going with it. I was like, yeah, sure, we can talk about digestion. Why not?
Yeah, no, I went to a doctor.
Okay.
I'm on a proper digestion journey now.
I need to get on a proper digestion journey. I'm like halfway there.
Well, careful what you wish for, because mine went from I should see a doctor to I have like 3 procedures going on.
Oh, wow.
Well, 2. Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I don't think that's pertinent really to a lot of people, but just letting everyone know, and you, that I will be sedated and tested.
Ooh.
To see what's going on with dear old body. This is the second doctor I've now had to go to while we're recording the podcast.
It's crazy. What's going on?
I'm falling apart.
I mean, it's funny that you're doing this because I'm also doing this.
Yeah, but you're older than me.
Okay. You know what? I'm done with the age conversations, the age jokes. You've been on this since I was a bright, young 25-year-old. So...
Is that true? Yeah,
this is true.
Oh my god, yeah. I thought you were like 28 when I met you.
No. I turned 26 when...
Yes.
We were together. But anyway, there are... some really great podcasts about like digestion health and all that jazz, and I follow these great Instagram accounts, but I'm also on a digestion journey. So
what's going on with you?
I went to just like a general doctor recently, got like blood work and all this stuff done, and everything's normal. So now my next step is I've been referred to a gastroenterologist.
Okay.
So, who knows? I may be having sedated procedures as well. We'll find out.
Oh my god. I'm assuming that's what the same word for my doctor is too. Hopefully I guess I hope you don't have to do that, but it would be very on brand for you and us and me.
I'm assuming it's
to be
the
doing
next
the same
step.
thing at the same time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm reading this book. So I mentioned that there are a couple of like accounts that I follow on Instagram. There's this one gastro doctor that I follow on Instagram, and he wrote a book called Fiber Fueled, and it's all about like understanding your gut microbiome and healing it when it's damaged. And it's been kind of slow going for me reading the book, but it's really good so far. So once I'm done, I'll let you know how it goes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I had done like so not done, but like I had looked into quite a few of those like types of books and like altered diets and eating times and yada 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 over the years that I realized that I think at this point I just gotta see like a professional about it.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense. I will say the one thing about this book is it's not about specific types of diets and like eating windows and things like that. It's more so about really understanding how your gut works and how it impacts your whole body and your health. And like it encourages you to see a professional if you're having problems so you can actually know what your issue is and, you know, solve
and
it the
then go
right
from
way.
there
Yeah.
with the information he gives you. And that's actually kind
Exactly.
of smart. Maybe I'll be reading that book.
Maybe you will. Maybe I'll send it to you when I'm done.
A message from book club. We're all reading about our fiber health.
Yes. I love it.
Geriatric is sin.
I mean, that's our lives,
we-
though.
Yeah. So this doctor though, was so wild. I didn't tell you anything about this, did I?
Nothing.
Oh,
This is like a
shit.
huge secret.
So this, okay, it's not a huge secret.
It's a huge secret. I didn't know anything about it.
This is true, and this is not normally how things go between the two of us. But this doctor is in like an area of the city that's like wealthier, just like the wealthier part of the city. Not that I live in like a slum or anything like that, but you could just tell by the building when I walked inside. I was like, ooh, old Monty.
Fancy.
Yes, walk in. It's like the Prado up in there, like old ass paintings with like their own little lamps, you know, like the lamp over the painting thing.
Stop.
Very that. Yeah. And I don't see the doctor really at all. I'm just sitting in the waiting room. And then he comes out and I realize it's this like shorter, I mean, everyone's shorter to me, but like he's a shorter man who has like white hair, not a lot of it going on. And he's wearing like a white type of like suit situation with a green bow tie. He kind of looks like he works in an ice cream parlor.
I'm thinking like Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Very that minus the glass. Maybe he had glasses.
Does he have
No,
glasses?
I don't think he had glasses. I don't think he had glasses. But it's that, but like chubbier.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's, you know, it's just like to get the picture,
Yeah.
right?
I've got
like,
vivid
squat.
picture.
Yeah. He takes me back to his office. The office is insane. There are like so many things on the walls and on the bookshelves. It's one of those doors where it slides open, like sliding wooden doors.
Okay.
He tells me to sit down. He closes them behind me. I think maybe I might die here. Who knows what's going on? The whole wall that the door is on is like a bookshelf filled with just shit, like tiny little knickknacks.
Oh.
There is a bust of Athena like next to his desk.
This is wild.
There's like so many Leonardo da Vinci, like the Leonardo da Vinci man, Leonardo da Vinci himself, like things in Latin and paintings on one wall. And then his massive wooden desk. He sits at. What is behind him, also illuminated by a lamp?
Intestines.
A painting.
Oh.
No, not intestines.
I was thinking like, you know, like those anatomical displays, like the...
No. It's a painting. It's a painting. And I'll give you like 2 guesses to see if you can guess what this painting is.
Wait, okay, so we have a bust of Athena. You said we have Van Gogh's? Or no, Da Vinci's.
There's some Da Vinci stuff. It's very like medicine-y. The Athena bust has a plaque that says like in Spanish, like liberty, justice, and something else. I can't remember what else.
Okay.
I was like, huh? Yes, something behind him. Something behind him on the wall that is illuminated with a lamp.
Oh my gosh. I'm feeling like the pressure to make a good guess.
Yeah.
Is it like
Think about what I told you before.
David? Is it like the thinker? Is it like...
No, it's a painting. It's a painting.
Yeah, okay.
It's a painting of him.
Okay.
It's a painting of him with like full on head of hair. Like dark hair.
That is not what I expected.
Yeah, same.
I was going to go like Greek
And I had to
mythology
stare at
with
that
it
painting
next.
of him. I kind of threw you off there with the whole Athena bust
Yeah.
and the Da Vinci stuff.
Wow, a
Yeah, just sit
painting of
there.
himself.
and listened to him talk. And I was torn between listening to him and staring at that painting of him.
What was he like? Was he like sitting in the painting? Was he fully clothed? Was it like
sitting in his doctor gown, his little
my
Dr.
gosh.
Houdiki, his suits or whatever. He wasn't so much ice cream parlor man in the painting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was definitely, I don't know if it was painted recently, but he did not, if there wasn't a name tag on the man in the painting and a name tag on his desk, I would not have known they were the same people.
This is wild. How did you find this man?
I went into my insurance website and typed in digestion doctor, and that's one of the ones that popped up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Truly wild. He also went on like a little tirade about how like doctors these days like don't solve all the problems that patients have. They just want to get people in and out. And then he decided to prescribe me like 100 different tests. And I was like, well, you certainly take this to heart.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
very thorough.
He will find out everything wrong with you. I mean, I feel like
so that's my journey up till now.
I feel like that's always true though. Doctors are just about like getting you in and out and not really treating the source of problems. They just like treat your symptoms.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. And then I've had a few like this. And yeah, I mean, that's that. Anyway, anything on your end? Anything else going on?
Wow, nothing like that. Nothing that exciting.
Yeah, that was a Monday night.
That's a wild Monday night.
It was a wild start to my week. Yeah.
Wild Monday night. My Monday night was my Italian course started.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It started.
My intermediate Italian course on edX began on
Oh my
Monday.
God. Give us a little something.
Opened up. I'm learning about reflexive verbs right now. And I mean, for the most part, it's pretty straightforward because it's so similar to French reflexive verbs, right? Like,
yeah, it's pretty easy.
The rules are the same. But the tricky thing is I never finished the beginner course. So I missed the end where we got into like the passato prossimo. So like, like the simple past tense.
Oh my God, you skipped that? But it's so similar to French.
It's so similar to the French, but it's like, it takes me a minute to think about like what the past participles are because...
Oh, because you didn't go through them.
I didn't go through them.
God, easy.
So it's like super
it's like
easy.
Ito, uto.
Oh, yeah. It's super easy and standard for like the 3 different verb ending types. Like obviously
Regular
the regular
verbs.
ones. And then you have like the irregulars and all that jazz. But it's like taking me a minute to think back to that because it's been so long since I've actually had to think about like the patterns. Because with French,
True.
I just know them. Like I don't even think about it. So
exactly. Well, that's exciting. Can you give us something? What have you learned so far?
You want me to give you something?
Say something. Isn't this the worst? I hate when people do this to me. So I love being able to do it to other people.
Like,
can you say anything? What's the vocabulary you're learning?
Oh,
There's, like,
so
always
they're
a
doing
vocab.
like la moda, like fashion.
Oh,
And then
fun.
obviously with reflexives, you're like taking care of yourself, right? So
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah.
things like, okay, so I could say like, oh gosh, I'm getting nervous now.
I just watched it leave your brain.
So like, questa mattina mi sono alzata. Like this morning I got up.
Very good. That was good. Can you say tonight I went to bed?
Tonight I
Last
went to
night?
bed or
Last
should
night I
I
went to
going
bed.
to bed?
Last night I went to
Last
bed.
night. Ieri sera mi sono... Oh gosh, it starts with an A to like go to sleep. Abba, yes. Abba. No, it starts with an A. What is it?
Oh, I don't remember it, to be honest. That was a true test.
Rude.
I don't remember how to say go to sleep.
Ieri
Mi sono
sera
dormito? No.
mi sono... I just had it.
Accostato? No. Accostare? No.
No. It's
That was me Italianizing a Spanish word.
I just had it and now I forgot it when I tried to like throw in the past tense with it. Addormentare. dirsi, right? Or adormentarsi. Is it an ARE verb?
ARE verb.
An IRE verb or an IRE?
I don't know what conjugation it is, if it's first, second, or third.
Darsi. Ieri sera.
Adormentito? That sounds wrong. We could easily Google this, but I got too many things up on my computer
Mi
to be able to do
sono
that.
adormentito. Something like
You're
that.
really thinking this through. Yeah, well, I believe you. The listeners don't speak Italian, so what do they know?
It's fine.
As far as I know.
Hopefully they don't speak Italian after listening to that.
If they do, if somebody speaks Italian who is a listener, I need you to send us a message in Italian.
Send us a message in Italian because you know what? I can read Italian so much better than I can speak it.
That we'll only be able to test if someone sent us a message in Italian.
True.
Yeah. Or Spanish. That would be fun too. Or any language.
Any
but
language.
I guess French would be a good one because we speak French.
Yeah.
But we're not going to reply. We'll reply in English.
We will reply in English for everyone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, French would be easy. Spanish I could even manage.
Yeah, why not?
I can speak a couple sentences here and there.
Oh, you want to give us a little sentence in Spanish?
Okay, you're rude.
Okay, well, after this break, I'm going to be even ruder.
I'm ready for it.
All right, we're back with a message, another voice message from the hotline. It's from our friend Natalie. Well, my friend Natalie, but by extension, also Alyson's friend Natalie.
Our friends are one and the same.
This
We've
is
adopted
true.
them all.
This
All
is
right.
true.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Hi, a message from It's Your Girl, Nattie G, coming at you from the Upper West Side, 80th and Broadway, baby. So just wanted to check in on how's everyone feeling about mask etiquette whilst walking down the street. Actually, not a street, in the park, like with a beverage, or like when you're walking with a purpose in the park, technically, like, you don't really need your mask. Like, I'm talking just you going at getting some air. But like, if you don't have it on, you're literally like socially unacceptable, disgusting traysh. So I just want to hear you guys sound off on the topic. Thanks. Bye.
I'm
Well.
dying, because the way that Natalie and I talk to each other is insane. Truly, like unintelligible, accented insanity.
Traysh.
And so, traysh, like, which I'm surprised because whenever we get these, for those of you who don't know, we get like an automated transcript, and it got trash out of traysh somehow. But when you sent this and it said math etiquette, I was like, who the fuck is calling in about math etiquette? Like, who do I know who cares that much about math?
Honestly, I thought the same thing. And it doesn't even have the Nattie G part. So I'm like, okay, who's your girl? Who else do we know in New York? I'm like, the people I know in New York, I don't think they listen. Math, I'm like, why are you questioning us about math? Like, listen.
We don't know a lot of stuff in math.
I mean,
No.
Send us your messages, please. We want them. But I was like, who really wants us to talk about math?
I know.
But
It makes much more sense now, listening to it versus reading the transcript. Because we're talking about mask etiquette and being disgusting traysh or trash.
which is very pertinent. I mean,
very pertinent.
obviously mask etiquette is important, and we have established that at times we are unacceptable, disgusting traysh. So
Socially unacceptable, disgusting traysh.
perfect.
Kills me. Yeah, so this is from our girl Nattie G from Upper West Side, 80th and Broadway, baby. So, I mean, to start with mask etiquette, like, it's different everywhere, right? Like, it's different in the US than it is here. Or am I just, like, pulling that right out of my ass?
Well,
Me-arse.
okay, I think the etiquette is the same, but the adherence to that etiquette is very different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oui.
Yes.
Oui.
Like, the etiquette is, if you're going to be in a public space, put your mask on. If you live in, like, an apartment, the walk from your apartment to your car, you probably need to have your mask on. If you live in a single family home, obviously the walk from your home to your car, you don't need a mask. Like,
how often do you see people without a mask on in the US? Like where you're at?
often. Every time I go out.
Oh, not what I was expecting. Bleak.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, okay, let me preface this with, I live in a suburb, but I do live in an apartment, like garden style apartments. So while there is plenty of space and it's generally pretty easy to avoid people, things like when I'm going to the mailbox, when I'm taking my trash and recycling out, like I always have a mask on for that. And I will see people who don't have masks on doing that.
Traysh.
Traysh, exactly.
Traysh.
So like the other day, exactly. The other day, I had just come back in and I had my mask on. I came back in, I don't know what I was doing. I was like, okay, I got to do something real quick and then I'm going to take my traysh and recycling out. And I just walked out the door and completely forgot to put my mask back on, but didn't realize it until I had already gotten like down the stairs and like halfway down the sidewalk, and it hit me and I got like this sick feeling. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is awful. I felt like a terrible person. And I was like, I'm halfway here. I'm just going to really quickly do it. And like, hopefully I don't run into anyone. And I thankfully didn't. But I felt like guilty about it, even though it shouldn't be a huge deal. Like I just forgot my mask once to take my trash and recycling out.
Yeah. Do you live with, are there a lot of like older people in your building?
In my last building, there were a lot of older people, and it was like a high-rise apartment building.
There. Yeah.
So it was just like, if you're opening your apartment door, you put your mask on because you're going to be in like a closed hallway or maybe in an elevator or like a tight stairwell, and it's a lot of older people. But the place that I live now, it's a lot of families. Younger. It's a little bit younger, but it's a lot of families too. So it's not
you and your single person household.
Yes.
With all these families.
Household with all these families. So it's not a greatly older population, but I do go on a lot of walks. So like I said, I live in a suburb, but the street that I live on is pretty busy. So it's very wide. The sidewalks are wider, and then I'll walk around and like obviously through this residential area, but there's a lot of space to avoid people. So like when I go on walks and runs, I always take a mask with me, but I'll usually have it in my pocket in case like I can't avoid someone. So like I said, it's easy. But if you're like
running, do you put it back on? Like when you run by someone, do you put it on?
So like if I'm running, I don't put it on, but if I'm walking and there's no way to like cross the street or avoid someone, I'll put it on.
Right, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, for the most part, like I said, because it's like wider streets, like wider sidewalks, I can easily just like walk in the street and be 15 feet from the person on the sidewalk, you know, or like cross the street.
See, that's interesting to me because, I mean, I live in a city, but even if I was to be 15 feet away from somebody, like, you still have to wear your mask.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know, like, here, it's pretty much like, unless you are working out, you need to have a mask on, or like eating technically, I guess, outside.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is here too. But like I said, I think it's adherence to that is stronger in other places than it is here. Like when I go into DC, no matter what I do, the mask is on 100% of the time. And everyone else is like that too. I feel like I guess when I go out and walks and runs, I am exercising. So I feel more comfortable not wearing it. Whereas, like,
Yeah.
when I'm walking to the grocery store, I have it on before I even get close to anyone, you know?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I just like I'm always wearing them.
Mm-hmm.
I also like physically go into a school to teach, so that also
Yeah, I guess that's the
compounds.
difference is go out so rarely. Like, if I'm going to walk or run, I'll go out. And then I'm basically, like, going to the grocery store and, like, I went to the doctor's office a few weeks ago. I go out so rarely now that
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not in positions or, like, in these opportunities where I would need to, like, make a choice. I don't know. I don't know if that even makes sense.
So what would you say our podcast stance
Wear a mask.
on mask etiquette is?
Literally wear a mask. Like, if you're
At all
running
times.
outside on the street, I don't care if you're not wearing a mask. Like, I couldn't imagine sucking air that hard with a mask on.
No, yeah, I think like just wear your mask literally no matter what you're doing, unless you're like working out.
Yeah. But if you're in a gym,
So-
wear a mask. The very
Oh no, I mean like working
You-
out, like playing tennis, like
Yeah,
basketball, like which I don't think do people allowed to play basketball? I don't know.
intense
Well,
sports.
technically people can play sports. I don't know. I was trying to look into playing volleyball, but I got turned down because the teams and times were full. So on a wait list.
Sad.
But I was like, do I wear my mask the whole time? But I don't know because I haven't been playing. So
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean,
To be
here,
determined.
I think for sports, people just kind of like wear them on the sidelines. And then,
Yeah.
you know, once they're actively playing whatever the sport is, they're not wearing them.
Yeah. Because mostly what I just see is just like people biking and running and walking because I live, along the river.
I see a lot of people
Park.
biking, and I would say it's like 90% don't wear a mask, 10% do.
The bikers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I don't really see bikers wear masks, which I'm kind of like, okay, like I kind of get that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously I see people play paddle or like a form of tennis
Right.
all the time and they're not wearing masks, but that's also like, they're not next to each other, you're not passing other people, you're like in your own court.
Yeah. The one thing that
So yeah,
gets
the
me-
official message from Stance is wear your goddamn mask, you piece of traysh.
Exactly. The thing that
Yeah.
gets me is when I'm like pulling into a parking lot somewhere, the people who wait until they get out of their car and they're like halfway up to the door and they're like still like grabbing their mask, like
Bitch, put
casually
that mask
putting
on in the car.
Exactly. Put it on in the car. Like, what were you waiting for?
Nor. And as somebody who literally has to wear a mask from, let's say I leave my house at like 8:30ish in the morning and then I don't come home until 5:30ish.
Mm-hmm.
I wear a mask pretty much the whole time unless I am eating my snack at 11:30 or eating my lunch at 12:30. Bitch, you can absolutely wear your mask to the
You can
supermarket.
absolutely wear your mask. It's not a big
Oh my
deal.
god. Find a mask and if it hurts, then just like stretch it out. Find a mask that fits. Use those like rubber band things.
Mask technology, I feel like has progressed so rapidly. Like when I think back to last year, like March, maybe April, and I was thinking like,
God.
where am I gonna find a mask? How do you even buy these? Can like the general public get these? And one of my friends who's a nurse gave me some. Like she gave me some from work. And I was just like, where am I when these run out? What am I gonna do? Now you can get a mask anywhere. They have 30 million
anywhere.
different kinds, different ear straps. Like,
Yeah.
find what works.
For all types of people, there is a mask for you.
Exactly.
Even you disgusting traysh. So find your goddamn mask and put it on your goddamn face.
Exactly.
God. I was, I was going to say something, I completely lost it. Oh, Nor. I think it's gone. It's gone from me brain.
It's gone forever. Welcome
God
to age. Welcome to age.
Yeah.
Welcome to old age.
Age? Old age? Well, not as old as you are, as we know.
Listen, you once
many
told me
times-
that you age like 7 times faster than the average person.
Why is that, Alyson? Trapped you. Yes, it's true. It's a plague. It plagues the homosexual community.
I
Everyone thinks
immediately
that we age
regret saying
faster.
that after I said it.
I know. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, I got her.
Oh. I got a
Well,
little tummy ache.
I want to say thank you to our girl Nattie G from Upper West Side 80th and Broadway Baby for sending in
Honestly.
this short little message about something very pertinent and very important.
Exactly. I think that some people have been wanting to send messages in but weren't sure what to say or kind of like what style or what expectations there are. There are no expectations. Send us a message that's 2 sentences long if you want.
The bar is so low
You
that any
have
message
heard
you
us.
send us, oh my God,
You've heard us
do
talk
it now
for
before
30
we get
minutes
popular.
about nothing.
About absolutely nothing.
You could send us 2 words and we'd be fine.
Oh my God, what a fun game.
Oh, yes. Actually, that'd be a fun game.
We could make that work. We can make any message work. The only thing is that you have to send it.
Exactly.
And you can do that 2 ways. You can call in, which we love because it's very fun for us.
It's fun to listen to voice messages from other people.
So much fun. And you can say fun things like traysh.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you want to do that? Send us something in a fun accent. Speaking of
Whatever
accents,
accent you want, baby.
the group chat accent thing.
We've got a friend who's working on her
That is-
Scottish accent.
Yes, and she has a long way to go. But we're there to support
Meanwhile,
her.
I'm also working on my British accent, but I also have a long way to go. It sounds a bit Australian, you know?
Oh, it kind of does sometimes.
I can't do
But
accents.
yet it's still pretty British. I mean, it's pretty good.
I can just say
mean,
British.
I can do a very good 1st and 2nd grade listening exam British accent.
Give us
Very
a
good at
sample.
that. Oh no, now I'm on the spot. Oh, I hate
Yes.
this.
How the tables have turned.
I could say like, ha. Oh no, I can't do it. I'm sorry. No. But maybe I'll work on it for next week. But if you want to call us, which you should call us, with anything you want, you've heard us talk about short little topics, long, deep topics, recommendation stuff, send it to 202-630-4509. Or you could record yourself and send it to us in an email. That's also possible. Because I know some people can't call the hotline because of the international yada yada.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
or if you do that, or you can write it to a message from postcards@gmail.com.
Or DM us on Instagram.
Or DM us on Instagram. But actually, Natalie should DM. I have Natalie's address, but she should DM you her address to receive a fabulous limited edition postcard.
Postcard.
Yeah. Oh, and rate and review us. There's so many things.
Please,
We've
so
gotta
many
get
things to
faster
do.
at this.
We're giving you all so much homework.
The homework is extensive. Rate and review. Natalie, send us your DM. Send us your address. 202-630-4509. A message from postcards@gmail.com. And that's it, right?
I think that's it. If it's not,
it.
I mean, there's nothing else we can do at this point. We've already asked too much.
This is true. We've asked for too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, until next week.
All right. Talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.